Good morning, everyone. As you step outside and begin your day, it might seem like any other morning, but across much of the country, the weather is about to take a dramatic turn. We're closely monitoring a major storm system that's rapidly moving across the central and eastern United States. This isn't just a typical weather event. This system has the potential to impact millions of people from the Gulf Coast all the way up to the Great Lakes. Meteorologists are calling this one of the most significant storms of the season, and its effects will be felt far and wide. This isn't just a spring shower. Damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes are all possible. In some areas, wind gusts could exceed 60 miles per hour, strong enough to knock down trees and power lines. Large hailstones, some the size of golf balls, may cause damage to vehicles and roofs. And with the atmosphere primed for instability, tornadoes could develop quickly, putting communities at risk with little warning. Different regions face different hazards. In the southern states, residents should brace for intense thunderstorms, frequent lightning, and the possibility of flash flooding. The skies will darken quickly, and heavy downpours could make travel dangerous in a matter of minutes. Meanwhile, farther north, a dangerous ice storm is unfolding. Freezing rain is coating roads, sidewalks, and power lines, creating treacherous conditions for anyone venturing outside. Snow and sleet are also expected, making travel nearly impossible in some areas, and increasing the risk of power outages as ice accumulates on trees and wires. The storm system itself stretches for hundreds of miles, a massive clash between warm, moisture-laden air from the Gulf of Mexico and cold, dense air pushing down from Canada. This collision is fueling the storm's intensity, creating a volatile environment that can change rapidly. Multiple rounds of storms are expected to sweep through Texas and Oklahoma, then move northeast through the Midwest and into the Ohio Valley. Each wave brings its own set of threats, from torrential rain and flooding to severe winds and hail. Communities along this path should prepare for rapidly changing conditions throughout the day and night. With such a powerful system, significant travel disruptions are likely. Flooded highways, downed power lines, and damaged homes are all possible outcomes. Emergency crews are already on alert, and residents are urged to have a plan in place in case severe weather strikes their area. Over the next sections, we'll break down what's happened so far, what's happening right now, and what you can expect in the hours ahead. We'll provide the latest updates from meteorologists, show you how the storm is progressing, and help you understand the risks in your region. We'll also pinpoint the highest risk areas, explain the specific threats you might face, and offer tips on how to stay safe. Whether you're at home, at work, or on the road, knowing what to expect can make all the difference. Stay alert. Knowledge is your best defense against severe weather. Make sure you have multiple ways to receive warnings, keep your emergency kit ready, and check in on neighbors who may need extra help. Together we can weather this storm safely. Yesterday set the stage for today's severe weather. The Midwest saw over 100 severe weather reports, large hail, damaging winds, and several tornadoes. Most tornadoes hit Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin, with possible touchdowns as far east as Michigan. Hail damaged vehicles and roofs, while strong winds downed trees and power lines. Even marginal risk days can bring dangerous storms, as we saw yesterday. The energy fueling these storms has only grown overnight. Today, a larger and more organized threat is unfolding. Prepare for the most dangerous phase of this weather event. Friday is the day of greatest concern. An enhanced risk stretches from Texas through the Midwest into the Ohio Valley. Expect damaging winds over 75 mph, very large hail, and tornadoes, especially from northern Indiana through Illinois to Kansas City. Scattered storms may start late morning, but severe activity ramps up after 3 p.m. The most dangerous period is 5 to 9 p.m., as storms merge into a powerful squall line. Widespread damaging winds and embedded tornadoes are likely. The threat continues past midnight for cities like Chicago and Springfield. Stay weather aware throughout the evening. Timing is critical. Know when storms are expected in your area. Take warnings seriously and be ready to act quickly. Severe weather can strike with little warning, and understanding the main threats is crucial for your safety. Let's break down the dangers you might face when storms roll in, so you can be ready to act quickly and confidently. Damaging straight-line winds, sometimes exceeding 75 miles per hour, are a major hazard during severe storms. These powerful gusts can uproot even large, healthy trees, rip shingles or entire sections off rooftops, and turn everyday outdoor items, like patio furniture, trash cans, or even small vehicles, into dangerous projectiles. The force of these winds can cause widespread power outages and block roads with fallen debris, making travel dangerous or impossible. Large hail is another serious threat. Hailstones can range in size from small marbles to as large as golf balls or even baseballs. When hail falls at high speeds, it can shatter windows, dent vehicles, destroy crops, and cause injuries to anyone caught outside. The sound of hail pounding on roofs and cars can be frightening, and the damage left behind can be costly to repair. Tornadoes are perhaps the most feared severe weather event. While not every storm produces a tornado, those that do can unleash winds well over 100 miles per hour. Tornadoes can flatten homes, toss vehicles, and leave entire neighborhoods unrecognizable in a matter of minutes. Even if tornadoes are not widespread, a single strong tornado can cause catastrophic damage and loss of life. That's why it's so important to have a plan in place before storms hit. Know exactly where your safe spot is, whether it's a basement, storm shelter, or an interior room on the lowest floor of your home. Make sure everyone in your household knows the plan and can get to safety quickly if a warning is issued. Remember, any severe thunderstorm can bring all three hazards: damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes, sometimes all at once. The sky can go from calm to chaotic in just a few minutes, so it's important to stay alert and be ready to act. Don't wait until you see the storm outside your window. As soon as a warning is issued, take shelter immediately. Close windows and doors, move to your safe spot, and make sure everyone is accounted for. Community sirens and alerts are there for a reason. Heed them without delay. Stay informed by monitoring weather alerts on your phone, a weather radio, or local TV broadcasts. Being proactive and aware of changing conditions can give you precious extra minutes to get to safety. Severe weather can escalate rapidly. The sky may darken, winds can pick up suddenly, and rain or hail may begin to fall with little warning. Always be prepared to act at the first sign of trouble. Protect yourself and your loved ones by staying prepared. Assemble an emergency kit with essentials like water, flashlights, batteries, and first aid supplies. Talk to your family about what to do during severe weather so everyone feels confident and ready. Every warning should be taken seriously. Quick action saves lives, and being prepared can make all the difference when severe weather strikes your community. The structure of a thunderstorm is more than just a scientific curiosity. It determines the type and severity of threats we may face. Understanding the difference between supercells and squall lines is crucial for staying safe during severe weather events. Each storm type brings its own unique hazards, and knowing what to expect can make all the difference when minutes matter. Discrete supercells are isolated, rotating thunderstorms that can develop rapidly, often standing alone against the horizon. These storms are notorious for producing some of the most violent weather, including strong, long-track tornadoes and very large hail. Supercells are especially dangerous because their rotation, known as a mesocyclone, can persist for hours, allowing them to intensify and spawn multiple tornadoes. This afternoon, conditions are favorable for supercell development, so the risk for severe tornadoes and damaging hail is elevated. If you see a lone, towering storm cloud, it could be a supercell. Take warnings seriously. As the day progresses, these storms may begin to merge, forming a squall line, a long, organized band of thunderstorms stretching for miles. By evening, this squall line is likely to dominate, shifting the main threat from isolated tornadoes to widespread, damaging straight-line winds. Squall lines can move quickly, bringing intense rainfall, frequent lightning, and gusts strong enough to knock down trees and power lines. The transition from supercells to a squall line marks a change in the type of danger, but not in the level of risk. Even within a squall line, tornadoes can still form, often with little or no warning. These tornadoes are typically brief and may be hidden by heavy rain, making them especially dangerous and difficult to spot. Rain-wrapped tornadoes can catch people off guard, so don't rely on seeing a funnel to take action. Intense rainfall can also reduce visibility, increasing the risk for drivers and anyone caught outdoors. Whenever a severe thunderstorm warning is issued, it's important to take shelter immediately, regardless of whether you see a tornado. Seek out a sturdy building, stay away from windows, and monitor emergency alerts on your phone or weather radio. Remember, severe weather can escalate quickly, and taking precautions early can save lives. This evening the squall line is expected to sweep rapidly eastward, impacting communities across Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. Residents in these areas should prepare for the possibility of damaging winds, power outages, and flash flooding. The advancing storm front will bring rapidly changing conditions, so stay informed and be ready to act. Damaging winds will be the main story tonight, with gusts strong enough to cause significant property damage and pose a threat to anyone outdoors. However, embedded tornadoes and large hail remain possible, especially in the most intense parts of the line. Stay vigilant for sudden changes in the weather and don't underestimate the power of these storms. As darkness falls, the threat doesn't end. Severe storms can persist well into the night, making it even more important to stay alert. Keep your phone charged, enable weather alerts, and have a plan for where to take shelter if warnings are issued while you're asleep. The evolution from isolated supercells to a powerful squall line means this will be a long, dangerous night for many. Stay weather aware, take warnings seriously, and prioritize your safety as these storms move through. While storms rage in the south, a dangerous ice storm is developing in the upper Midwest. Freezing rain and sleet will coat northern Wisconsin, the upper peninsula of Michigan, and northern Minnesota tonight into Saturday. Even a thin layer of ice can make roads impassable and sidewalks treacherous. Accumulating ice may snap power lines and tree branches, causing widespread outages. Prepare for extended power loss, have flashlights, batteries, blankets, and non-perishable food ready. Charge your devices before the storm hits. Travel will be extremely hazardous. Stay off the roads once freezing rain begins. Take this ice storm seriously. Conditions can deteriorate rapidly. On Saturday, the severe threat shifts to the Ohio Valley, with a slight risk for damaging winds. Storms will be less organized than Friday, but isolated severe cells are still possible. Large hail is less likely, but local wind damage remains a concern. Tornado risk is low, but a brief tornado can't be ruled out, especially in Ohio, and possibly into Pennsylvania and New York. Storm timing varies by region. Stay weather aware throughout the day. Southern storms may hit Mississippi in the afternoon, while Ohio's peak tornado window is 3 to 7 p.m. Have a way to receive warnings and be ready to act. Even a slight risk day can bring dangerous weather. By Sunday, the worst is over as the storm weakens along the East Coast. Expect leftover showers and a few non-severe thunderstorms. Use this break to review severe weather safety tips. Have multiple ways to get alerts. Weather radios and phone apps are best. Move indoors and away from windows during severe thunderstorm warnings. For tornado warnings, get to the lowest, most interior room possible. Mobile homes and vehicles offer no protection. Seek sturdy shelter. Never drive into flooded roads. Turn around, don't drown. Watch for downed power lines and weakened trees after storms. Following these tips can keep you and your family safe. After the weekend, a quieter weather pattern returns. Briefly, this calm will help communities recover and restore power, but spring is volatile and another storm system may develop by midweek. The Great Plains, Midwest, and Ohio Valley could face more severe weather by Wednesday or Thursday. Use the calm to review your emergency plan and check your supplies. Stay vigilant, severe weather season isn't over. We'll keep you updated as new threats emerge.